in the house.
Look out there, MP.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining. Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
MP, what do you think about going up against Dylan Harper?
Trivia time. Did you know he and I played in the same number of NCAA tournament games?
0?
Exactly. But I played a season in Europe against grown men. That's an advantage I got. He's good, but I know I'm better.
I guess we'll find out. Thanks, MP.
No, I'm better, Dom.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks a lot. What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. It's still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. De'Aaron Fox out there with Harper. And it's Wembanyama in its center. And for the Magic, the guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Howard is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's MP in at the 5. Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
Well, to his credit, MP has impressed with his play and lived up to that goal. Seems determined to prove he's on another level. So far, the proof has been plain to see.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And when Wembanyama throws it down.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Here's MP following the bucket by the Spurs. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And now, in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You take a look at the Hawks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And looking at Orlando, they've got that number 1 spot halfway through the year. Not a big deal at this point in the season, but you know that gives these guys a great deal of confidence.
Harper the pass to Vassell. Cranes the three-pointer.
Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
And here's MP for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And now, Hallie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Back to you."
They've got their fans fired up. Okay, thank you, Allie. That one goes. Count it. King's got 17.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And, Chums, we appreciate the report. Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Banchero. Anthony Black comes in for Howard. Richardson, he's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Suggs.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
To the left wing, here's Sohan. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's MP for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Spurs trail by 16. In the corner, Sohan with it. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Wembanyama against MP. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Sohan. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be
good. Another from 3.
And now, to this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. MP has been leading the charge for Orlando. A sensation. He's making some changes here. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Banchero is out there with Anthony Black, and it's King at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. 6 on the shot clock. Fox kicks to Harper. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pass to Black. Back to King. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Howard's checked in for Orlando. And San Antonio also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. King with the steal. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. King's got 41.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Goes in. San Antonio again turning it over. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, you look at Banchero. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, here are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Fox passes to Cornette. Now Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball.
Connects again from distance.
And that last 3 now ties in for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Magic out in front, running away with this one. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there. You know, they're going to...
And now let's turn our... And that about wraps it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court for San Antonio, Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing...
And again for 3.
And he shattered the franchise single-season high for 3-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long.
And the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all the result of long hours, and boy, how about the reps he's put up behind the scenes.
Let's check in now with our Allie Laporte, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle...
And listen to the crowd here. They know exactly how special this season has been.
To set the franchise record for 3s in a season, they absolutely love him here. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
We'll stand after 8 seasons with the Kings, a new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together. Is there a better pick-and-roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
The 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues.
Again, what an avalanche!
And he has all the tools and the desire.
Now tied for second most 60-point games. What a career he's in. My goodness.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw tonight. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton. Barnes outside.
Outside, Fox. Launches a three. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And so, MP will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Harper kicks to Fox. The kick out to Barnes. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, that's his 4th foul. Got to be careful now.
Johnson's checked in for Harrison Barnes. To the paint, here's Harper. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Good. Another from 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Magic have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. No good on the 3. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. To the middle. Here's Vassell. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Harper's got 4 assists now tonight.
You got to love the way Vassell went right at the defense and finished through contact.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The wide open look here for Fox. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Fox has got himself on the board with 3 there. MP, that's for 2. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Like the pass to MP. Good! Another from 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, DA. What a shooting performance.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented play.
And again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the...
Both teams making substitutions here. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Vassell, and the rejection by MP.
San Antonio ball.
On defense, Orlando. Here's Wembanyama. And at last, they get one to fall.
Yeah, that's tough. You can't even box out Wembanyama. He'll just
reconnects again from distance.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the 2nd most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range.
How about MP right there? Just drilling a 3 of his own for good measure.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And again.
He is simply unconscious.
here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Connects again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 6 assists in the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious.
Yet another bucket.
And that puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Releases. Wembanyama, no good.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
He got it again. Sensational.
And he's now outmatched his own single-game record for points with a staggering offensive onslaught. I think the defense is just as stunned as we are.
Words fail to describe the magnitude. He is putting in the work with a little overtime, and this game is sure to leave a mark. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's.
And got it! Another basket.
Tonight is one more for the history books. Once again, he sets the record for most points ever in an NBA game.
And it may not come as a surprise from him, but goodness, we got to acknowledge his greatness. What he is accomplishing is...
And listening to these fans, they are ecstatic with the way he's filling it up.
Greg, an incredible game he's having. One to remember for sure.
Well, this is an historic performance we're witnessing tonight. He's been getting anything he wants, and the defense simply has no answer.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin.
All right. We're back in the locker room after I just took Dylan Harper to school.
All right, what do you think of his game? You feel like he's overrated or?
Nah, he's a solid player. It's just more that I'm underrated. But that's all going to change real quick after today. Put some respect on my name. MP, out.